Like, we have nothing positive pretty much to say about it, so... Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Bree, and Jess and I are both here to talk about every Disney movie ever, and today we'll be talking about
Artemis Fowl. Artemis Fowl is a 2020 Disney Plus original release about a boy named Artemis Fowl who kidnaps a fairy to bargain and get his father back. It is directed by Kenneth. Cinematography by Harris Zambarloukos, editing by Matthew Tucker, music by Patrick Doyle, and it's written by Hamish, McColl, and Conor McPherson. It's based off the book series by Owen Colfer. Shall we compare? Lower Element Police Reconnaissance Officer Holly Short is in pursuit of a troll that has reached the surface of the earth. She incapacitates the troll and then heads to an ancient tree to replenish her magic. Artemis Fowl II is currently on a mission to Ho Chi Minh City with his bodyguard Butler in order to steal the Book of the People from an alcoholic sprite. Artemis steals the book, decodes it, and discovers how fairies replenish their magic and finds the locations that could qualify for that. They discover Holly doing the ritual and kidnap her. Commander Root and Tech Wizard Foley the Centaur with Leprechaun discover that Holly has been kidnapped and stage a rescue mission. When Root and Foley find Fowl Manor, Artemis makes his demands: 1 ton of 24-karat gold. Artemis also tells the fairies he knows where the time stop is and how to escape it. Root and Foley bring in famous burglar Mulch Diggums, who's able to tunnel into Fowl Manor and find the safe with the Book of the People. The Fairy Council feels Commander Root isn't doing his job adequately and promotes somebody else. Holly finds dirt and buries her acorn, which replenishes her magic, allowing her to break free from her cell. The new acting commander sends in a troll, which is unsuccessful because Butler defeats the troll with the help of Holly's healing powers. The Fairy Council strips away the new commander and Artemis's ransom is met. He asks Holly for 1 wish to cure his mother's insanity. Holly says she'll do it for half the gold back. He agrees. LEP sends in a blue rinse bomb which will kill all organic life within the manor, but Artemis drugs himself and everyone in order to get out of the time stop, which saves them from this bomb. Artemis has survived to the end of the time stop, which means legally he's able to keep the ransom and the LEP must leave. Butler is determined to know how he knew the sleeping pills would get him out of the time stop. Artemis explains, and they discover that Holly's magic worked and Artemis's mother is no longer insane. The end. It's very different. They throw in things from other books. They're not that entirely faithful to the plot and reasoning and whatever. In the first one, it's... The film stars Ferida Shaw as Artemis Fowl, Nonso and Anozie as Domovoy Butler, Lara McDonnell as Holly Short, Judi Dench as Commander Root, Tamara Smart as Juliet, Josh Gad as Mulch Diggums, and Colin Farrell as Artemis Fowl Sr. Miramax purchased the rights in 2000, even before the first book was finished. There was a series announcement in 2001, and then it entered development hell, as we all call it. 2003, Owen Colfer did announce that there was a screenplay finished, but it continued on forever, and then in 2013 is when Disney announced that they had the rights and were going to do it. In 2015, Kenneth Branagh was brought on to direct. In 2017 is when Disney severed ties with the Weinstein Company, given, They started filming March 18th, 2018, and they filmed all over Ireland. Owen Colfer was on record saying they made a bunch of changes that he totally supports. The film had a $125 million budget and was originally supposed to be a theatrical release, but got put on to Disney+. It has an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes consensus. A would-be franchise starter that will anger fans of the source material and leave newcomers befuddled. Artemis Fowl is frustratingly flightless. Literally my first note, Kenneth, how could you? For those who don't pay attention, Kenneth Branagh directed Cinderella's live-action remake, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. And to go, how far we've fallen.
I saw it come up on the credits and I went, no! I was like, no, what do
Aubrey
you
was
mean?
like, he claimed this movie with his whole chest because it said a Kenneth Branagh film.
That's true.
After, Artemis Fowl. And I was like, he really did.
Sir.
Yikes.
But my second note after the, oh no, not Kenneth, I was like, what kind of movie are they making? A spy movie or a sad Irish boy missing his dad? Like, the vibe was not...
100%. I was like, did he read the books? I don't think he did. I think he asked people to give him a summary.
I think the thing is, I haven't haven't read the books since high school, and maybe you too. Have you read
100%.
them since
I haven't
high
read
school?
them since we read them together.
And I was like, I could have made a better movie from my memory, which is not a lot. But
Agreed.
as I was watching this, I was like, this is not Artemis Fowl I know.
Yeah. I also feel like
boy.
he didn't want Artemis to be the villain, which is
That was my note!
problem. Because that's the point.
That's the whole point.
The whole
He's
point.
not even in the last book, book 8. You're still like, he kind of like.
Oh, he definitely gets better.
He does
over the
get
course
better.
of the books, 100%.
But
in
he's
the
not
first
even
one, dude's awful. He's the full-on villain of the first book, and
like we need to accept. Like, look how good stuff. That's interesting. My first thought, the example we can always use is Death Note. Light Yagami is not the good guy, but he is the protagonist. Good guy and protagonist do not have to be synonymous.
100%.
But like, even in book 8 of Artemis Fowl, I wouldn't say he's a hero. I don't fully remember what happens either, but I remember that coming out.
I do remember the 8th one not being my favorite.
I don't think I really...
I do remember loving the 7th one.
I got a comment from the 7th one that I wrote in here.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was actually, this is more miscellaneous, but it could be directing. My thing is, why is he wearing jeans? He had a crash out about jeans in book 7. Do you remember that? We laughed about that in high school, about him being like, Mom, you bought me jeans? Do you have
Him
that
not
too?
being in a suit the whole time is... No.
I had to rewind when he walked in, when he first, met Holly in the little cage. I rewound, and I was like, no way is he wearing jeans? Because first I was like, why is he not in the suit? But I rewound, and I was like, he is wearing jeans. He crashed out about even the potential. He doesn't even wear the jeans in book 7.
Book 7, he also had a crash out about a Billabong t-shirt, which made me really laugh.
Yes.
That was the
but
part that I was
like
he was upset. It's a Billabong t-shirt. His mom is like,
bought
get over
him
it.
jeans, and he's like, oh my god. And no, they're like, yeah, but he'll wear them. And it's the whole reveal of, let me get a suit on for this. And it's like, no. Kid is already classy and
yeah.
brat. That's the word we'll go with. He's already a brat when the book when the movie starts. That was the whole thing that I was like, this kid, who do they think? This same argument is the Kim Possible thing. What main character is this? This is not who I know.
Okay, wait till we get to writing, because I haven't heard about that.
How did they make Judi Dench seem bad? How did they make Colin Farrell seem bad? There was someone else.
The kid?
The kid? I've never seen this kid somewhere else.
This was his first role, I believe.
Oh, well... yeah, it was
first
not
big role.
Great, so... But I can't judge him, because I was like...
he's a child.
The camera walk after the I'm a criminal mastermind, I put that in, who allowed that? That's everyone's decision. I'm blaming everybody. I'm
also,
a criminal mastermind.
No,
you're not! You're yes! No, you're not! Literally, you didn't do anything!
He's like,
you
I'm
were
a criminally
smart.
mastermind. And he hung up the phone, and I went, where? Where were you a criminal
haven't
mastermind?
Been smart. This is a cringe little kid
Right?
that, lost his skateboard and is, trying to...
Yeah.
This is not Artemis Fowl.
Foley looked terrible.
Oh, Foley. Oh, yeah, the horse.
The centaur, yeah.
I was
he
like...
looked so bad. Cinematography? Fine. I don't really have any. It wasn't very...
I was like, the manor looks like poop. And
It
it's
did look
too
bad.
tiny for how rich they are. And the interior, that's
Yeah.
more of a set deck. I don't know where note that would go. I was like, doesn't look like you're rich.
Miscellaneous usually is where I put something like that. But yeah.
The time warp sequence, though, I was like, what is going on? The
Yeah.
weird in and out thing. I was like,
the time
I hate
tunnels
this.
and all that. That was also really bizarre. So,
Oh,
it's
the
fine.
Oculus.
It's passable, I suppose.
The troll scene went on far too long, and then I said it was decent. I don't know. I didn't have any notes.
I said, feels really disjointed. What the heck is going on? Was fast, but at what cost? That's what I wrote. I have the least beef with the music.
Yeah, the Irish music was really pretty, but at the same time, I really enjoyed the tracks that were playing. But I was like, this is not the movie that we're in. The first one that showed up when it was like, ooh, this, even though I was already what movie are we in? Yeah, there was a couple things, but then sometimes it was on the nose. Well, I'll talk about on the nose. When Butler died,
Music during Butler's death scene is way
I was
crazy.
like, this is
What
too
is going
much.
on?
Stop.
That was my one critique
My
about the music. The music, like, I was like, all right, Patrick Doyle, like, I'm glad they brought you back, because Patrick Doyle also did the music. Yes, so Patrick Doyle did Goblet of Fire, and then he did Cinderella, so he works with Kenneth, and he did this. I'm assuming they specifically chose Patrick Doyle because he is Irish, and Artemis Fowl is Irish. But it just, the music during Butler's death scene was insane. I was like, what are we doing? I don't even know him. Why should I care?
And also, literally, and then the root and the mulch scene where they're like, he was trying to appeal to her. I was like, this is too obvious.
Yeah, so bad.
I almost had some kind of thing going on.
Sorry, I just remembered it's feeding time.
It's feeding time. What even was that?
When he goes to eat the dirt to get into Fowl Valley. It's like,
you know, I do actually have...
Like, what are we doing? Let's get after it. Opening, horrible.
Absolutely.
Trash. Artemis Fowl surfing? No.
What is happening?
Absolutely not.
What
Why
is
it narrated from mulch?
That's
Why is he in prison? Why is he
Why?
narrating it? Why is there a voiceover?
Why is he Varric Tetris? That's what I started...
Aubrey said that.
Did he really?
Yes, he was like, he's giving Varric.
Yeah,
and I was like,
but not
oh my
in a
God.
good way. Because,
well, of course.
Right, no, exactly. And I was like, after about the third time I think that he's doing that, I was like, why is it because he's a dwarf? Like, what is going on with this whole thing? I don't understand.
He's not that involved in the first book. Like, he's brought in literally when he's needed, and that's when you, like, meet him, from my memory, at least. So for him to be telling the story was insane. I remember the first time I watched this, it opened with him, and I was like, no.
Who is
like, what
where is he? Like, is that
It's
Opal?
MI6.
Is it the...
No, that's like
the
England's,
British people.
Yeah, it's like their
I didn't
CIA.
realize who, and I was like, the cops? I'm sitting here in the whole opening, and I'm like, were the cops and press at their house in the first one? I was like, I don't remember any of this.
Hang on, Artemis Fowl Sr. isn't even the first one.
That was the whole thing, because I had to start remembering this. When they showed him getting kidnapped, I was like, this didn't happen. And then I was like, wait, he was missing. Or something like that. He's missing.
Also, them killing his mom?
Did they mention she was...
Yes.
Wait, that's right.
They say she's dead, and I was like, yo!
I totally missed it.
Being in psychosis because Artemis Fowl Sr. is missing is huge to Artemis's character and story.
Oh my God. I totally missed it. I was
so
probably
mad.
already like...
Artemis surfing, like his whole, okay, for those who haven't read the book, Artemis Fowl's character is assassinated in this movie. Like,
it's
nothing.
Not even him.
Like, they set up this whole boy genius thing, which he is in the books, and then he's an idiot the rest of the movie. You're telling me he didn't know his dad has secret rooms around the house? Not a chance in the books. You're telling me he didn't already know all these fairies were real? Not a chance in the book. The opening of the first book is him kidnapping a fairy and torturing it. Like, for all intents and purposes. So, like, he's the bad guy. He's right, and he's like, he commits actual crimes in the first book. Yeah. Like, kidnapping and torturing a fairy. Just his character is so assassinated. This Artemis Fowl Sr. is not in the book. The whole plot of the second book is to get his dad back.
I thought that was like the fourth one.
No, so the Arctic one.
I know Opal is in... I read them all together, too.
Yes. So the first one is like kind of this plot, but not really. It's like he kidnaps Holly. He's trying. I forget his reasoning. I forget why he wants to kidnap them.
That was the thing. I was like, this.
I don't remember from the first
one
why. I think he wanted magic or something. I don't remember. Because they wanted to give a real villain instead of making it Artemis Fowl. Because in the first one, Artemis is the villain. 100% without fail. Commander Root is a woman. They also, made her way too old. Yeah. In my opinion. I picture Commander Root as like a J. Jonah Jameson.
Yes, same.
Like, total that vibe, but not like
he's been around the block, but he's not, on his deathbed or something like that.
And,
not that she's on her deathbed.
Right, of course. But,
not
she's
them
too old.
Misdirecting the misogyny, because that... This is like them... I haven't seen the live-action Netflix version of Avatar, but this is, from what I've heard, that they removed Sokka's sexism, and it's that's a whole part of his arc. A whole part of Holly's arc is the fact that there was misogyny that she was fighting against with her commander, but in this, then it's she doesn't have that. It's just more of a, you're too young. But then the person, and maybe they are also following Root in the book. I don't remember this, but that other random guy coming in to like watch what Root's doing. I don't remember if that was in the book, but I was like, so you just misplaced
If anything, that would be from the 4th book with Opal's deception.
Well, right. So they're combining all these things that it's like, but you haven't earned any of this, so it's like, we're just... It just then is like,
and the second one
a
is,
woman's
like,
failing in charge.
His dad's held on like some kind of crazy Arctic ship.
Right.
And the third one's the cube.
The third one's the cube, okay.
4th one's Opal's deception. 5th one's the one with the time travel.
The time travel, dude. That
one's so good.
The climax of that one with the counting.
Yes.
And that
whole
is
etched in my brain. I literally will never forget it.
That one was so good. That might have been my favorite because I think
also
that
my
was.
favorite. The third one's also good. I'd say. I
just
think
remember
3, 4, and 5
all...
are like untouchable.
Yeah.
6 and 7 are great, and then 8's a little weak. But 8 is the end, so it's really nice. 7 was the funniest for sure. But I just what they did to this.
Why did they make them stupid? It's again not to keep bringing Netflix like things into this, but the Netflix live action Death Note, where Light wasn't a genius. It's like, what is the point? Why are you bringing in a genius character and not like? That removes a part of that.
What's crazy is, like, a lot of the time when people do a super genius, they're trying to make it a good guy, and, like, automatically kids who are, like, super geniuses are kind of a-holes, right? And so, like, it's so easy if he's a super genius and the villain in this, because then you're like, look, hand in hand. That was really loud.
That was really
loud. Unintentional. But hand in hand, like, there's no, that's like the thing that drove me the most crazy is there's no way he wouldn't have known. He's always 5 steps ahead. He would have known exactly where to find the ferry. He would have known about the ferry. He would have known about all of his dad's secret rooms in the house. He would have known about the safe behind the freaking painting. He would have known the ins and outs of all of that. And the fact that he's like where's my dad? My dad's not a criminal. Yes, he is, and so are you.
But like, you're
he's
ready
not
to
a criminal.
follow.
He's my dad.
He's like, I'm gonna be a better criminal than my dad actually.
The theme for this movie, the dialogue was bad. Oh my god. They do nothing to build the relationships between all the characters.
No.
Butler, not wanting to be called Butler in this movie.
Makes no sense.
The complete opposite of the books, actually. His last name is Butler, and that's what he likes to be called in the books. He doesn't like to be called.
I didn't even know he had a first name.
I don't
like at this
think
point,
I remember
was
him
like,
having one.
When that happened,
and also, his, like, where was all that training? Because it didn't show when he was fighting that troll.
Literally!
I'm like, expert in how much stuff? Where?
And why did Artemis, the one that doesn't, like, do any exercise whatsoever, he's, like, hanging on the chandelier and everything?
And he's, like, shooting things. Like, Artemis would never.
He has
well,
other
in the first
people.
One,
exactly. My little summary of this was just, well, I was like, expository and on the nose o'clock. And that's almost like... This is, like, so worse than textbook expository and on-the-nose dialogue. I was like, I just stopped writing down. Because what are we here? Like, I'm not a kid anymore. All I really want is to believe in you. I don't even know who, I'm assuming that's Artemis. Who is he wanting to believe in? His dad?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and I was like, oh my god, Jesus. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I dropped keywords in, like, a video game highlights books on a shelf when Butler's, like, drop it. I forget what he was even saying, but he was like listing words where I'm like, you couldn't have found any other way to rephrase this. He's not a criminal, he's my dad.
Yeah, so bad. Top of the morning. Can I trust you? You'll have to. I'm your only choice. And then he removes the glasses. I was like,
oh my god! I was like, they're not friends at the end of the book.
Yeah, literally. Well, and also, and also, they do nothing in this movie to build any kind of relationship between them, other than like a very brief. Your dad's dead. My dad's missing. Like, okay.
And that was after. Like,
and also, they've done nothing to build the relationship between Artemis and his dad, in my opinion.
Or Butler.
Or Butler and Artemis. Like, and also Butler in the book, like, works for Artemis. Like, so in this one, it's very much like he's a pseudo-parent.
He's like some guy.
In the book, it's like, Butler will do anything Artemis says. Like, go kill that fairy. Butler's like, bet. And, like, goes in and does it. Like, no way would he be like, Sir Artemis, I don't think we should do this. No!
He wouldn't even question him.
Butler would be like, got it. I'm on it.
Well, he wouldn't need to question him either, because he wouldn't be... with Butler and Artemis. The stories are true. Look around you, Artemis. What? Who wrote this?
Also, when he's running around looking for his dad, he's only on like one floor.
That's what I'm the
Goes in a
interior.
circle,
I'm like, these people
and I'm
aren't
like,
rich.
You're in a mansion. Like, you're on Fowl Manor. Like, it's...
That's why I'm like, even looking at the CGI, I'm like, this house is so small. And then inside, I'm like, there's like 2 stories. This is like a 3 million tops. Like, this is not expensive.
The way I was like dying laughing when Butler was dying, I was like, do they kill Butler? I did not remember this. I was like, they kill Butler, and like, she gets her magic back, and the way she turns around all happy, I'm like, oh, I want to die. I want to die. And then Butler hugging Artemis Sr. I was like, no way. No way.
Hugging, I was like, stop. Not... okay, so Holly's dad, first of all, do they know each other in the books? Did they know each other ever? That's what I thought. So
From my
I
memory,
was like,
no.
oh, I can't say this on your video, but I was like, are Fowl Sr. and Beechwood... And then immediately after, because I was like, why are they building this, like, bromance, for lack of a better word, to connect Holly and Artemis when it's like, why is their parental relationships, like, again, bad writing. You can't even connect it because their parents, first of all, Artemis would never care. He'd be like, that's nice that my dad liked your dad. I don't know you. Bye.
And also, Artemis would know. He'd already know. None of that would be a surprise.
I was like, did Butler and his dad? I was like, what's happening? What is this hug?
I don't understand.
I was like,
and Artemis Sr. like
he has a
also
random list.
I don't fully remember Artemis Sr.'s characterization in the second one, but from what I remember, it's very removed. Like, it's very like, thanks, Artemis.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, hey, Dad, let's go on a walk in the woods as we talk about
I just
fairies.
want to believe in you. Like, what the heck?
This is not.
Also, his dad did not introduce him to any of that. Like, Artemis did all the research on his own and figured it out on his own. Like, his dad did not introduce him to the fairy world.
His little journals, and I'm like,
well,
why
the way
is he
he
doing the
talked,
research now?
he spoke through that.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't have to. You're showing me. You don't gotta tell me.
Yeah, they thought
the
that
way this
they
movie
had
could
to
have been
tell
so
everything.
cool.
It wasn't even funny bad. Like, that's the thing. I was like, this is so boring. Also, in the Butler dying scene, I was like, they're just gonna kill him. Why is he in a chair?
I literally was like, is he sitting up? I'm like, did they put him in a chair? Also, how did they move him? He's huge. Like, why is he in a chair dying like this?
Who has the list? I was like, someone had a list. Was that Artemis giving it to Holly? Someone had a list. Or no.
Beechwood's, like, knew who Opal's informants were.
Yeah, I was like, why is there a list? What's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I was like, did they become friends for real in, like, book 3?
I would definitely say, like, it's over the course of time.
Yeah, I was like, they were not friends
They
in
were
book
just like,
1.
okay,
They were
have to work together again.
Not. I feel like maybe by 4. I know by 5 they definitely were.
So, I think I've told you this, but when this movie got cast, and Ferida was cast as Artemis, I tweeted him. And was like, I'm really excited about this movie. I hope they keep Artemis the villain because that's how it's supposed to be. He liked it! He liked my tweet, and I was like, yes, hopefully that means he's the villain. I think they wanted to think he was the villain, but no way was he the villain in this.
They can't commit to, I feel like that,
Well,
I know a lot of people
an unlikable main character.
Been,
he is likable because he's so bad.
Exactly. And that's the thing, it's like, write a good character. Don't concern yourselves. Well, I mean, there's been that whole talk in general lately of, like, Disney not having good villains because they're not, like, they're wishy-washy, and it's kind of
yeah, or they always learn their lesson, or which, like, a time and place for a villain learning a lesson. But no, that's what I like. Aladdin, bring back unhinged villains.
Right.
I'm like, bring it back.
Look,
drop him off a cliff.
Frollo?
Yeah, Frollo's
That's
crazy.
like maybe the evilest.
I would agree.
Most evil out of all of them.
Yeah,
100%. And they were making a statement with that.
They were.
Forever Friends, to use the Akakis. Oh, what is that? I was like the Oculus, or I pronounced it from what I remember. I was like, I thought it was Oculus, like Oculus Rift, and then they're like, it's the Aculus.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if that's part of Opal's deception or not. I don't remember that.
With this, it's like they want to get all these moments, but it's like you have to build it. And it's like you can't do it in one movie. And so they're like, well, let's just change the character. But it's like, well, now it's not the same movie, and now you're getting nothing. And also, who wrote this? Because why was every line of dialogue so bad? It was worse than on the nose. Why is everything... Yeah. If you have to tell me, again, like... he's the smartest kid, blah, blah, blah. Well, I already don't believe he's about to be the smartest kid. If you have to
100%.
tell me he is the smartest kid, I don't believe you anymore. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god. Opal, I was like, Opal, shut up. It's almost like your book is supposed to be held off for a later time.
It's true.
Oh my god. Artemis walking outside and just be like, hey y'all, what's up?
Just
I read it about it
him
in
not being in a
Dad's
suit for the whole
journal.
movie.
I know. It was so
can't.
boring. I wrote that at one point. I'm just, it's not much, but it's ours. Jesus Christ, dude. That's the last comment I left. It must have been about their whole little ragtag team, and I was
Yeah,
like, this isn't the
maybe.
Avengers kids version. Like,
Yeah. Rough.
this kid.
Judi, Dench, not good. Oh, this kid, tell me.
I was like, this kid is no Asa Butterfield. That's all I could think
No,
about.
He was the
I
fan
mean,
cast for Artemis for a long
he's
time.
been, exactly. He would have been perfect, and he would, I mean, we saw him as Morgid. He could have pulled it off, and he's a great actor.
Well,
and then
not if he was directed the way this kid was directed.
I mean, this
feel
is
like
true.
This kid, I would want to see this kid directed on better material, because I really think he probably could have been good. He had the look, he had the sound, like I was fine
Though
with
his
it.
hair, what were they doing with his
Yeah, I
hair
don't
the
know
whole
what they were
time?
doing with
I
his
was like,
hair.
is it's symbolism of his brain? Because the audience can't figure it out, because the writing definitely doesn't tell me that.
Colin Farrell, Judi Dench, Josh Gad, everybody was bad.
Everyone, I was like, you made all these actors bad.
Who are all good in other things,
Yeah.
mind you. I mean, it's Judi Dench.
Yeah. And
I was Colin Farrell. Yeah. And Josh Gad. He's a good actor. He's got his moments. But
what was the voice he was putting on, though? I was like, oh my god.
that was a little...
It was really
at least
pissing
it wasn't
me off.
Olaf.
I mean, that's true, but I was like, my god. Yeah.
Yeah. It also just bad. Artemis Fowl wears a suit day in, day out. He is a spoiled rich kid who's super smart, so he wears a suit all of the time. The suit you see him in later in the movie would be the suit he'd be wearing the whole time. He does not wear jeans. He does not wear flannel. He puts up a fuss when he has to wear jeans or some kind of modern t-shirt. He hates it. The glasses were accurate because they wore the glasses to protect themselves from the fairies taking over the room. Or whatever. Influence.
And then it's like, it just, without the suit, you're like, it's not giving the same. And then he took them off so easily.
Yeah, so...
like, can I trust you? Yes. Okay.
No.
Hello.
No. He wouldn't have had a plan for that. He would have had contact lenses.
Exactly.
Like, it's Artemis. There's no way.
I feel like the miscellaneous, these books plus Hunger Games were like what cemented our friendship, like the foundations. Like we knew each other the first couple of years, like freshman and sophomore, and then we were in Spanish class together, and we like started our own book club. And
yeah, I think I was reading Artemis Fowl, and you were like, "What's that?"
Well, and then I was reading Hunger Games, so it was like we switched them off, and Kids Run. We also saw that together too.
We did.
Good stuff. But how disappointing.
Yes. I was really into Artemis Fowl, friends. Like, I had the book that decoded all the stuff at the bottom of the pages, and I would go through and decode what was at the bottom of the pages, which I think they could have had so much fun with. Like, if you were really going, like, you know, special agent feel, like, you know, the opening, it's like in a pirate font, Artemis Fowl. It could have been, like, the, like, Haven language, and then, like, flipped into English. That could have been
so
super
cool.
freaking cool.
Little things.
It's little things.
I mean,
tie it all together,
things
just like in the book, how you have it across the whole bottom, and you had to work to decode it. Do the same thing. Like, put it in the bottom corner, and like, what does that say? And then it flips and says what it says. Like, come on.
And so it's
the whole point.
So
He made you work for it, which was great.
exactly.
And then there was graphic novel. Graphic novel's cool. It's the first one specifically. I was really into Artemis Fowl, so like there was music. I was like, oh look.
Exactly. One thing that I was like, look at these YouTubes, like the different stuff of
the hanging
like,
tree.
These fan things. Yes, that I'm like, look at all that. It was great.
Do you have a favorite part?
Was there anything that was funny?
Yeah, I have a favorite part, and it was the one funny thing I laughed at, which is when Holly looks at Butler and says, I'm gonna need my gun, and Butler goes to reach for it, and Munch pulls it out of his pocket and hands it to her. That got an actual laugh out of me. I was like, okay, that was funny. I was like,
that was
one visual
funny.
play that got me.
That was funny. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to give it to, because everything else was not accurate. The, like, mouth thing.
Okay, great.
Opening his jaw. I'm like, this is,
I'm on board with that.
This is what I pictured.
For least favorite part, I put literally
the
everything
entire
else.
Thing.
Everything
the entire
else.
what, like 1 hour and 29 minutes.
Who knows? Too long. Shouldn't exist if you're gonna do it that
all
way.
of it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Everyone
Watch again.
should be fired. Never.
Please,
for fun.
never. I was mad that I had to watch it again for this.
Yeah.
So never, ever, ever, ever again. And then recommend
no.
Even
read the
not
books.
Reading the books. Don't watch this. It's not a good movie worth your time. But if you've read the books, please don't. Don't put yourself through this.
It's not even funny bad. Like an entertaining, haha, good movie to watch because it's so dumb. It's not even that.
No, it's just bad.
Can we do like a negative one? Like I don't know.
You can do whatever you want.
There was nothing that was like redeemable about this.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a 0. Maybe
Great.
a 0.5 for the pretty Irish music. Thanks, Patrick Doyle. Even if I feel like it didn't really fit the vibe, but I don't think the movie knew what vibe they wanted either.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, I obviously cannot stress this enough. This is broken down because the cinematography's fine.
You gave acting a 4?
Yes, because I think Josh Gad wasn't as bad as he could have been.
Are we rating it on how bad they could have been? You know what? I guess you've seen some things.
And also, like, I'm blaming the director partially for the acting as well, because I know these people are fine in other things. So I'm going 4 for the acting. And the editing and cinematography are like a 5 and a 6, because they're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
The editing, but I gave a 0 for writing, because what the heck was that? And a 1 for everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, and the music got a 3, because it was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So my final rating is a 3. Unfortunately, if I had my choice, it'd be like a 1. Like, technically, I do have a choice, but like I was going to be fair to the cinematography and the editing. Mm-hmm. So it's 3. The stupid acorn thing?
the Oculus or whatever. I don't know. They couldn't even say Oculus. It was like Aculus or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Aculus. Yeah? Should we do that? You have 0.
Yeah.
I've got
so
3. 3, whatever it is. Out of 10. Our total movie count
Deus
is...
Machina.
Yeah. Our parent death toll is... freaking... there's 2, because they also killed Holly's dad.
Oh, yeah.
Parent deaths.
Was Holly's dad important in the books? I don't even remember.
I don't think so. I don't remember that at all.
I like bonding.
I don't know. Cry count? Absolutely not.
No,
if I would have cried, it would have been how bad it was. Yeah, okay. Keep up with what I'm watching and my website.
This.
Don't watch this. Just watch my video of this.
Yes.
So then you know not to watch that.
And put in the comments if you've seen it and how much you hated it and if you like the books.
yes, if you've read the books, fellow Artemis Fowl fans. Yeah, okay, and then, join Patreon, buy merch, all that jazz.
Yeah.
I got nothing else.
Comment, like, and subscribe. But we're not in charge of your life. You are? Also, she's got Patreon tiers.
Yes, I already said that.
Did you really?
I said join Patreon and buy merch.
Okay.
I did it a little shorter. Because we're trying to get out of here.
We're like, what is your video?
Oh, that's okay. It's what
this
the movie
is
deserves.
Stuffed. Anyways, I was like, this whole thing is
the movie
ending.
deserves. Join Patreon. I got a bunch of tiers, and it's great. And merch is awesome. And better than this. And that's the tea. So.
Yeah. Don't be this movie.
Oh,
about
yeah. Okay, good. But
any
also,
of this.
like anyone in the movie.
You know what?
You would
be
want
more
to
like book Artemis Fowl and what he would do to this movie if he found out.
Oh my god. Garbage.
Boo.
Read the book. Highly recommend the first one. I would say is the weakest of the books, besides 8.
That's
because it's a lot of world building.
Yeah, and I feel like it's not uncommon.
Totally.